inputs coming in. BJP's Amit Malviya has taken on the Congress. Shashi Tharoor is whining like a sore loser. That's what the BJP's Amit Malviya has to say. Did he actually expect elections in Congress to be free and fair? He should be grateful that he wasn't locked up in the bathroom. The worst is still to come. In the next few months, he will be ridiculed and shamed for taking on the Gandhis. Remember, this is not a first time that this tiff has been taking place between Shashi Tharoor and Amit Malviya. Earlier as well, we had seen the two take pot shots at each other on Twitter. For more details, let's quickly go across to Pallavi. Pallavi, this tweet, indeed, the latest tweet that's coming from Amit Malviya is a scathing attack against Shashi Tharoor. But it's not surprising considering we've seen the spat go on Twitter earlier as well.
Absolutely, and in fact, for all of us who've been covering the party for many years, all I can say is that it will come as no surprise if those attacks begin on Camp Tharoor. Look at the entire procedure, and even though there's a near festive mood inside the Congress headquarters, the letters which have come out from the Tharoor camp are very scathing points which have been raised. It also casts a shadow over the entire electoral process, and not just within the Congress party, but many within the BJP, of course, not very surprisingly, and the lead has been taken by Mr. Amit Malviya. But the point will be made that this was sham of an election, and it was not a free and fair process at all. And maybe if it had been free and fair, the results would have been completely different. See, on record, the party has been consistently maintaining the line that there are no preferential treatment. Everyone is allowed to contest elections, and the delegates will vote according to their conscience. But many of us have been privy to the whispers in the corridor.
Right.
Delegates also telling us that they have got a silent diktat or a guideline that Kharge is the man they should be voting for. I think the voting procedure should be over by around 2 o'clock later. We'll get a clear idea of the trend. But what is going to be the margin of victory for, say, a Kharge if he wins, and the margin of defeat really for Shashi Tharoor will also give us an indication into the kind of narrative which was built up. But certainly the flaunting of the entire process by the Congress party is something is now going to be overshadowed by this letter from Camp Tharoor.
Absolutely. Pallavi, the other question that comes to mind is what will be the implications of today's historic Congress presidential polls at a time when the Congress has been really trying to market it very hard as a democratic process and one that is now trying to do away with the whole dynastic lineage?
Well, the party is looking at these elections at a need for change, and frankly speaking, there's going to be a lot on the platter of the new president. It's going to begin by, for example, sorting out the Rajasthan crisis. It's also going to be beginning with having a strategy for Himachal Pradesh and Gujarat, where the Congress has still not been campaigning. And of course, the procedure for the 2024 Lok Sabha elections, when they are going to have to sort out what is going to be done. How do you negotiate with the other regional parties who are certainly becoming extremely belligerent? And that is going to be the biggest challenge, and I think the biggest of them all really would be to keep the flock together, to maintain that sense of unity. That is something which, if Kharge, of course, who clearly emerges as the lead player and as a favourite, he will have to face these challenges.
Right.